Hey everybody. Hi everybody. Welcome to my show of topics and conversations. This is for Mika Capricorn. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment after the video. Your opinion would be so gratefully valued. All copyrights disclaimer under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 is allowance made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teachings, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Well, hello everybody. And in today's bull sniggity, let me put this up here. Oh, here we go.
This, if we're talking about hierarchy, you've been with your husband how many years?
Not that many. We knew.
It's new as well.
We went friend to fiance. Let's say 6 months.
Okay, cool. 6 months. Well, what if you had a 3-year-old? You still gonna choose your fiance
You're
over
saying-
your 3-year-old?
Is it his baby?
It don't matter who it is.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. You're right. I'm not choosing a fiance. I'm choosing my husband.
Because this is what I want.
So let's give commentary on this video. You might be asking, well, why is she playing this video? And what is it about? What is it relating to? Well, it's relating to the fact that we're going down memory lane of men saying that women have no value or their values decrease by the more kids that they have. And they always have an opinion, don't they, about our body autonomy and what should and shouldn't be accepted by their guidelines. Meanwhile, they're out here like the dog that ran out of the house and couldn't wait to get free to get in them streets, and then comes back looking beat up with mange, fleas, ticks, worms, parasites, you name it. He has it. So this is his evaluation and his opinion, because who knows better than to tell a woman that she has no value because of her kids? Let them say it 2 or more is too much. But they're running around here like the gremlin that they are. If you waste water on them, babies popping off of them. So let's proceed.
I want you to understand.
Yes.
You've been married for 6 months, right? That child has been in your life for 3 years. 3 years and 9 months. The hierarchy there is like, it's my responsibility to nurture this.
I got to ask you a question, because for me, that's really hard for me to even wrap my mind around, because I won't be baby mamaed without a commitment of marriage. So it's hard for me to wrap my mind around having a 3-year-old and then having a new man. Now, I know that happens every single day and there is no right or wrong way, but so this is my question. Do you feel like women's value gets lowered when they have multiple children by multiple men?
I just think that the reality of that answer is women's value get lower the more children that they have.
Break that down.
Because, and I was having this conversation, with one of the mother of my children, and she's still fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that up there because, my thing
But
is,
like I was telling her,
just because you feel like you're the one who got away doesn't make her any less of value. If she was all these things, including fine, to you, why didn't you marry her? Or did she not see the value in you?
like, the guy that you're dating or will date If he ain't willing to love on these 5 children that you have, that ain't the guy for you. Because when I came into,
Well, first of all, she shouldn't be dating a man that doesn't want to date somebody with kids. That's rule number one. You do not date somebody that does not want kids, because most of the time these guys don't like kids. So I wouldn't put my children in, well, my child in danger by dating somebody who doesn't want kids and probably doesn't like kids, is why they don't have them. So for you to say that, it's like you putting her on Front Street, like she's had a bad decision of inviting different men in the house around kids. And you making it seem like, I guess you was Captain Saver.
your life, I was willing to accept you and whatever you had. And there's guys that's out there that's just going to say, them ain't.
But if you was going to accept her, why didn't you marry her? You just making it seem like, well, I dated somebody like that. It's just like saying I have a gay friend or a black or white friend. But and then you're saying, well, I dated somebody that has multiple kids. Yet you did not wed her or adopt her children. So you was a loose end and you wasn't of any value to that household. So the statement that you're making in this content is very irrelevant and laughable.
My kids, I want you. Well, that ain't how it worked. But that's not to say that she can't find nobody.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she has somebody.
Right. But do you feel like it's as the best that she could possibly do if she didn't have children?
Well, you're talking to a dude that was once in her life. I don't feel like she's going to get better than me. That's just my confidence.
I don't even think it's confidence. I have said, and I might get eaten alive, I don't think most women do better than the father of their children. No, I really don't think
like
that.
It's real
That's
love.
the barometer.
But if they are not with the father of their child, then yeah, they are going to do better because they are moving away from that. So why would you even make that opinion, ma'am? How does that make sense? This is how these men really want to be treated. Let me show you a little video of what I determined is a man's wet dream. Big head ass. This is what they really like, honey. They want you to breastfeed them, rock him to sleep, mold his little head, and just be baby all day long, taking all your energy, just thinking they're just like a kid. They want to be put forward, front forward in everything. So when they say a woman loses value because of her kids, does a man lose value after his ED? Can that be a rule that we can use? Well, that's a rule that I'm not trying to be funny or prejudiced about it, but since we like to always dictate a woman's body, let's talk about men's value when they have ED. If I'm with you and you're an older man trying to be with me, that's the first thing I'm thinking about, honey. How is this gonna benefit me in the long run when you get struck with ED? Next is, do men lose value for being a deadbeat? I think we know the answer to that question, of course, because there's a lot of them out here in relationship and marriages who don't even have relationship with their kids by their fault of their own. You lose value, but you think your value is I'm married, but you're still a deadbeat. So you don't have any value. Your value is living in a fantasy that you did something, but you're not even raising something that's from you. Anyway, next, do men lose value for being community D? Of course. Like I said earlier, they're like gremlins out here. You waste water on them, they popping them out. If they could get pregnant, they probably would have more than a couple of kids. Then we see what they say then. Next is, do men lose value for also having multiple kids with multiple baby mamas with multiple races? Oh God, that's a lot on the menu because we know a lot of men like that are in relationships and marriages that a couple of their kids might come from a different race and they of course have multiple baby mamas for the most part, but they want us to see value and accept their kids, right? And everything that comes with that. Sometimes they want you to accept the baby mama, honey. Next is, do men lose value for not being homeowners? Because we know a lot of them don't have anywhere to stay, which is why they always want to come to your house and Netflix and chill, darling, because they don't have anywhere to stay. They can't bring you to their mama and their grandmama house or their sister's house. They stay with other people. So of course he's gonna lose value in this because he has nothing to give. He can't even give you the shelter. Next is, do men lose value for waiting to be led by a woman? Child, as much as they say that the woman should be being led by the man, and I heard in one interview with somebody where the man was saying that he wanted to be led by a woman. Oh God. And but it's like a big contradiction. And you know what they say is most black men are the biggest contradictions ever. They'll say one thing and then trick themselves up by saying another thing. And I'm hearing them say, oh, I needed to be led by a woman to change. But you always say that you're the head of something, but you want to be led by the woman. You actually listening to her as much as you don't listen? Okay. Next is, do men lose value for waiting till he's almost 70? Well, really his late 40s, 50s, 60s, and into his 70s to learn how to love a woman. And we saw this on a recent show, didn't we? Where a man was saying he didn't even know how to love a woman until he was dang near into his 70s. So whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? And then all you could talk about now is therapy later in your life. Sir, at this point, you are set in who you are, and there's no change in that. There's no amount of therapy. Only thing therapy can do is just ease your troubles because you are who you are. What I've learned is an old fool used to be a young fool. And a lot of them will continue and always be that, and it will show up in their attitude all the time. Never give man the play to you. When they want to date, you have to let them know sometimes. Don't get them the rules. Tell them I'm waiting to see what it's going to be. I'm not laying out the red carpet for you to give me your fake representation of this long list of characters that I gave you. Oh, no, we're not doing that. And so I am so tired of hearing men up and down the comments sounding like this. Make it go away. I am so sorry for your loss in life that you played around, slept around, and slept your life away. You never tried to settle for the woman. You just said you had a few fine women in your life, good women, and you never decided to settle down with not damn one of them. You had many chances to be married and not be out here sounding like a fool and hollering up and down these comments like a banshee. Yet here y'all are wanting to dictate women's bodies and thoughts and emotions by placing value on us by our children when you don't even take care of yours or marry the woman that has your child, Cam Newton. I would feel as if it was me and I was with a woman and she had my child and we were together and I hadn't married her, that would be the last person to speak on these things. Cam Newton, just because you can fly and you think you are a private jet, it doesn't mean that you're first class, baby. See, when you have value, you take action. You marry that woman that you're with and understand that that's who you want to be with. And don't waste a woman's time being with her, knowing that you don't want to be with anybody with kids. Just avoid that matter altogether. Find somebody that doesn't have kids. There are women out here that don't have kids, just like there are some men that out here that don't have kids. Why are you even continually talking about women with kids if you don't want to be with them? Don't date them because they don't want to date you. They're not looking for you. Sometimes you just wish they would let things go, but they won't. They just keep on talking, just wanting to sound right. And then you just need to say something about it. And I'm done on that note. And thank you guys again for watching. Just wanted to come up real quick and talk about that because that was a mess. To even have an opinion about a thing that you haven't even took action on in your own personal life is diabolical. I wouldn't dare get up here and talk about be a deadbeat and talk about somebody needing to raise their kids, or be somebody that hasn't married a woman that has my child and tell people that, oh, I'm the best thing she ever had. She's never gonna find nothing better than this. Well, when he marries her, then he will be better than that because he actually did something about it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to bring to you guys. And I'm coming up with another video and another video. And I will see you guys soon. I hope you liked my last video on America's Next Top Model. Child, it was a mess. So I'm probably going to do another video about the Kenya Hill and the Shandy situation, because the way those men were talking, just because you were drunk, that is not giving consent, which leads to assault. And on that note, guys, peace out.